Hello, welcome to this video on the area of a parallelogram. Now, a parallelogram can be thought of as a pushed over a rectangle with a base and a perpendicular height. Now, the perpendicular height is at right angle with the base. Now, to work out the area of a parallelogram, we can use this formula, the base multiplied by the perpendicular height. And for emphasis, I'm going to put this formula in a cloud. Okay, so easy to remember. Again, the area of a parallelogram is the base multiplied by the perpendicular height. So let's go straight to some real practical example. Here we got a parallelogram with the base 5 centimeters and the height, perpendicular height, 4 centimeters. So we need to work out the area of it. Remember, the area of a parallelogram is given by the base, which I'm going to call B, multiplied by the height, perpendicular height, H. Here, the base is 5, multiplied by the perpendicular height, which is 4. And now when you multiply 5 by 4, you're going to have 20 centimeters squared. And so this means the area of this parallelogram is 20 centimeters squared. That was very easy, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Here we have a parallelogram with this different dimension, and we got to find the area. Now, if you look at this question, you might ask, but there's no base. Well, one thing you also have to understand that of a parallelogram is that the two sides, opposite sides, are parallel, okay? And also they have the same equal length. That means if the top line here is 6.8, the opposite parallel line also on the bottom here definitely has to be 6.8 centimeter also. And now we know the height of the parallelogram is the distance between the two parallel lines at right angle. So that actually given to us as 4.2. So you can see here it's still the same height. Okay, I had to move this to the right here, and of course it's going to be 4.2. Okay, centimeters. So to work out the area of this shape, I know the area of it is going to be the base times the perpendicular height. Now the base here is 6.8, and I'm going to multiply this by the perpendicular height, which is 4.2. And now when you multiply this with a calculator, you're going to have 28.56 centimeters squared. In other words, the area of this shape, the parallelogram on screen here, is 28.56 centimeters squared. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next question. Okay, all right. Now we have this parallelogram drawn on a centimeter grid, and apparently it seems like there's no dimension, but wait again, there are dimensions given to you. The dimensions are on the squares. Now, first, you already know that the area of a parallelogram is always given by the base of it multiplied by the perpendicular height. Now, to find the base of this parallelogram on the centimeter grid, simply count the number of squares, the outline squares on the base. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the base is 8 centimeters. And to find the height, the perpendicular height, you go from the top parallel line to the bottom parallel line. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that means the perpendicular height is 5 centimeters. And so to really work out the calculation, 8 times 5 is going to give me 40 centimeters squared. I guess you're saying, wow, this is so simple. Yeah, you might be very, very correct. But let's move on to the last question. Now, in this question, it appears that we're going to find the length of this unknown side here. Now, but if you look very carefully again, you will notice that the area of the parallelogram has already been given to us as 84 centimeters squared. And we also know the perpendicular height, okay? The height from here to here, okay? But we need to find this unknown side. Well, do you know how we're going to solve this? Okay, let's see how we can solve this. First, you begin by writing out the formula for the area of a parallelogram, which is the area is equals the base times the perpendicular height. Now we're going to take the values that are given and fix in the equation. Let's see how we can work this out. First, we know the area has already been given to us as 84, so I'm going to replace the word area with 84 centimeters, okay? And of equals here, and then the base. Now we don't really know the base, and that's why we have the question mark here. So I'm going to write down the question mark here because that's what I'm looking for. And of course I have the multiply sign here, and then the perpendicular height. And looking at the picture here, I can see the perpendicular height, which is actually the distance from here to here, the same thing as 7 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to write down 7 centimeters here. And so one way you can really do is, to find the known side is to think, hey, what number am I going to multiply to 7 to give me 84? I guess someone's trying to rack his brain or her brain. Well, I heard someone say, yes, I know, it's 12, because 12 times 7 is going to give 84. Absolutely correct. Congratulations, okay, to your answer. This is beautiful, okay? But however, in this video, I just want to use a different method, which I feel is far better, especially when dealing with larger numbers and decimals, where you can just think the number off head. All right, so how is it done? I'm going to show you. So, of course, you're looking for a number to multiply to 7 to give 84. So what I'm going to do is, to find that number, I'm going to say this number 84 will divide this number 7, okay? And if I do the calculation, 84 divided by 7, I'm going to have 12. So in other words, the missing unknown side, rather, the dimension of it is 12 centimeters. So that's pretty easy, right? I hear someone say, oh, this is so simple. Absolutely correct. You're right, it's so simple. So this is how we can calculate the area or the unknown side of a rectangle, of a parallelogram. Again, I will say thank you for staying here, learning from this video. If you like this video, I want you to subscribe to this channel. I'm very happy. Thank you.